Hi campers, it's Nancy again. Just wanted to spend a couple of minutes with you and talk about some essential oils that you can use for stress. I know in Oil Camp 1, we went through many ways that you can utilize those top 10 oils for stress, but I want to hit on a couple today that aren't in that top 10 and talk about how you guys can use those. So I think we all have stress at some point or another in our lives. You know, there may be periods of time where we're in high stress situations, or there may be a constant, consistent level of stress in your life just because of that period of time that you may be experiencing right now. And the reality is, stress is not good for our bodies. Our bodies aren't meant to handle long term, consistent stress and be able to function properly. And so, what essential oils do is they bring some support to your body so that you can continue to maintain and maybe even overcome those periods of stress. Obviously, lavender is one of the best oils that you can utilize for stress. It's calming, it can help relax you. It's a beautiful, beautiful oil. But I've got some blends that I want to talk about today. And I have a few notes here in front of me because there's some things that I want to make sure that I don't miss. So the first blend that I'm going to talk about is Balance. This is doTERRA's grounding blend. This is an amazing oil. I usually diffuse it. You could put a drop on your wrist, rub that together. You know, you can inhale that. It is a super, super grounding blend, hence the name. And I'll tell you just a quick story about Balance. I have a dog and a cat, so Scout and Asia, who live inside the house. They are not best friends by any stretch, and I would say that mainly what they do is tolerate each other, with the exception of whenever I am diffusing Balance in my house. They will both not only come into the same room, but they will lay down almost back to back and just be with each other. And I totally know it is all because of Balance and how grounding Balance is and how it can just calm situations even for our animals. So if I were to say get a blend, this is one to get. This one is maybe a little surprising. It's Immortelle, and it is called the Anti-Aging Blend. I actually use Immortelle every day on some of my my wrinkles on my forehead. And this anti-aging blend has some powerful oils in it. When you hear about those oils, you'll definitely be like, oh, well, that's why it would be great for handling stress. Frankincense, Hawaiian sandalwood, lavender, myrrh, helichrysum, and rose. Oh my gosh, packed full in this bottle. And I love the fact that it comes in the roller, so it's super convenient. You could swipe it across your neck. You can get that wonderful aroma, and it is so calming. Immortelle would be a fantastic oil to utilize in stressful situations. Now, if you're part of the oil story, you probably already know that this next blend speaks to my soul every day, and that is the invigorating blend called Sister's Bliss. This blend is what makes the streets of Oklahoma City safe right now. I'm slightly an aggressive driver. I'm not going to go into the whole story, but whenever I diffuse this blend in my car, I am calm. I am at peace. It just speaks to my soul in a way that nothing else does. And this blend has wild orange, lemon, grapefruit, mandarin, bergamot, tangerine, clementine, and vanilla. If you guys haven't smelled Citrus Bliss yet, get with the person who invited you to camp. You must have a smell of this, and it is fantastic. It just reduces stress, and it helps you if you are unmotivated or maybe sluggish. This blend will get you back on track. It's a wonderful blend if you're feeling overwhelmed as well. That will also help with that is Elevation. That's our joyful blend. That'll also help if you're sluggish, if you're overwhelmed, maybe you've got a whole bunch of stuff piling up and you really just need to power through it. I would say grab your Elevation and utilize that joyful blend. And then I also want to talk about Intune, which is our focus blend. I've got several individuals that I know that would give a great testimonial for focus. They utilize it for studying for school, in particular for college. They'll utilize this Intune to help them concentrate while they're studying. And then when they get ready to take their test, it's much easier to recall the information because they've been using this Intune. So this is another marvelous oil that would help with stressful situations and to help calm you down. So, we need to address stress in our lives. We all have them. I don't think that anyone is ever going to be 100% stress-free all of the time. And, our bodies, they were designed to deal with stress when you're being chased by a tiger, which hopefully that's not happening to you, or hasn't happened to you. They're not built to deal with that chronic stress that we sometimes have in our lives right now just because of life. And so we have real side effects from stress. And so these oils and these blends will help you live happier, a healthier life, will really help you manage that stress and ensure that that stress isn't taking over in ways that would be harmful to you and to your body. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I think in Oil Camp 3, we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the oils that you can utilize for stress and what those look like. So thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll talk to you soon.